Ladies, gentlemen, mammals, insects, birds and beasts. Release the beast. Release that beast. Move your flippers. Move your paws. Or move your hooves. Move your feet. Release the beast. Release the beast! I want to see your teeth. I want to see your teeth. Release the beast! Release the beast. Release the beast. I wanna see your teeth. I wanna see your teeth. Release the beast. Move your flippers!
Welcome the beings of the divine light that call yourself part of the Clown Army. You are currently listening to me, Dog Ice and Warren as the Clown Jules. Release the beast! Wait for the elephant noise at the end.
Move your foot. Release the beast.
Wait for it. It's coming. I better not have taken it out. He's taken it out! Oh my god, he's taken it out! Anyway, that was the new Clown Jules track, Release the Beast. Welcome to Shoutout 12, Part 2. It's just me on my own this evening, so you get to hear my rabbiting voice for the next 3 hours, because there are 30 tracks in the thread. Yeah, Warren had us in stitches on that. Dog House was like, "Oh, can you put a snarling dog in there?" And he went looking through and suddenly he's just putting loads of different animals in there, and it's like, mate, that elephant noise is a bit much. And he's taken it out. He's bloody well taken it out. Anyway, welcome to the people that are in: Yenti, Many Angled Ones, Gonzo, Michael, Lucy H, Rando, Inky the Cat, Jen S, Jason Marsh, Space Beast, and there's a few others I haven't seen. Right. I'm going to rock on into the first track because, hey, why the hell not? It's a URL and we talk about music. Yeah, let's see. Who we have? Oh, Kazan 303. I should have played our remix. You listen to this. I'm going to do some sharing. back presently.
Touch me. Push me. Touch me.
Such a distinct sound, Kazan 303. Somebody give me some feedback on the sound, please. Is this? Yeah, it is a Kazan 303 track. Thank you, Inky. Thank you, Sapro. Excuse me while I just share. And what, as Dean Daughter says every episode, please smash that like button and give us a share. Facebook does not want our live streams and they've hidden them somewhere. And so best way of doing this is a YouTube link to Facebook. It's how we get new people in. Doing this because I know that the first couple of minutes of a show is massively important, and me saying nothing, sharing shit doesn't help. Kind of subdued. Music. 2 more to go. Nearly there, people, nearly there. Oh dear. Miles, that was a very subdued track for you. Everything sounded absolutely beautiful and where it needed to be in there. There was no raging away in those top ends that sometimes your music can have, because you like it in that top endy. Sometimes it gets a little bit, but that was lovely, mate. Loved the 303 samples rather than the like a whole line. Gonna give you a solid 808 on that one, mate. I don't think it would be cruel to give you anything less than an 808 on that one. All right. Jen S says, short for him, class as always 9. Yeah, see, I was rimming a 9, almost a 9, almost a 9. All right, that was Miles the Wolf's entry on the first one. We've got a Yenti coming up next. I swear, I will be with you in 2 minutes. I think this is this Yenti's? Oh, it's a collab with Ravex, okay. I'm all yours. Dido says he's working again, so won't be too chatty. Again, this is where I think the URL is used for. You know, if it was me, I'd be taking my laptop into work and chopping veg as I'm listening to this. You know, at that point, that's what I'm hoping the URL is for. Don't get me wrong, I'm massively, you know, appreciative of the people that are on the chat right now. But yeah, I thoroughly understand that this is something that people will seek out in their spare time when they've got fucking to do. And Dean Daughters has just strolled into the building and said exactly what I thought he would, which is excellent because we need an advocate for this. Support the community, support yourselves, slap that like. I'm going to do it right now. Also know that restrictions are being lifted and it's a hot Tuesday, so a lot of people are going to be out and about in gardens and stuff. That's not a problem. It's not a problem. I'll be here regardless of where you are. It feels weird doing it on my own after about 4 episodes with people. This is good, Genty. I like this. You can kind of see me now. Need to get this life situation fucking sorted. Carl, stay there. I'll give you a YouTube link right now. I imagine if Morgan is in the chat, he'll beat me to it. Yenty, that was lovely. That was absolutely lovely. Let me just pop it out. See, Morgan's already got there. Okay, so let's chat about Yenty's track. Yenty, that was a great track. You can tell it's got some of your signature noises in there, and you wanted to fucking fill that space with that whole frequency band that you love, but you didn't. You stayed away from it, and it sounded like a well-together track. I'm gonna give you 8.5 on this one, mate. What would I do to it? Maybe some more hi-hats and percussion that are slightly higher in the mix. Let me just have a quick listen. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of kick drum and loads of synth noises. There we go. And then you drop it again. Only thing I'd say about that is a tiny little bit of percussion, mate, and you're flying on that one, fella. Well, great start to the show. Okay, Iapetus is up next.
No one knows what your future might hold.
Get off.
A new house, new car.
There we go. Iapetus, Amy's ex-boyfriend. I'm wondering where it's going to go. Is this EDM or EBM or whatever the hell it is you people like calling it? Or is this going to go jungly? If it's going to go jungly, it's going to score higher, I think. Okay. Dude. Sounds says great production, Morgan Junior Clara. So it has 2 intros. I agree with you. Messages already. We've been on 18 minutes. Clown Army, I love you. You are awesome, wonderful human beings. And yeah. There's a lot of posts going on at the moment on Facebook saying, oh, I'm not seeing any of this racial hatred going on. And that's because the people that we surround ourselves with are nice people. End of, you know, you're not going to hear any racist stuff from us, because if anybody steps out of line, I'll fucking jump on you and I will hate you like a motherfucker. So be fucking nice. I think this is the best dance track that this guy's put in. Sapra, that's fucking high praise, mate. This has a Chemical Brothers vibe to it. That is high praise. Iapetus, my God, what a track. I've got to say that that's the most together dance track you've put in. It didn't sound like you were aiming for a particular market and just making something that you wanted to make. That sounded really good. However, that intro was fucking way too long, man. For, what is it, 3-minute track? 3-minute track? 5 minute 52 track. For that fucking intro, that intro was huge as a motherfucker. Also, it kind of got a bit samey towards the end. I was expecting some sort of big crescendo or something, and it just didn't come. However, I'm going to give you an 8 on that. What would I do to improve it? Probably knock out most of that intro and give it some more dynamics towards the end. Other than that, I think that was a great fucking track, my man. Absolutely fucking great track. Dominic Hawkins has just joined us. How's it going, my man? We are 3 tracks deep and already 100 messages down. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Golf Bilge. I'm not saying that right. I know I'm not.
The Professionals is back.
They just want me to play an advert every fucking song, don't they? Anyway, Growth, Ruby Rap. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Says glad that second layer of drums came in, and I have a little special shout out for Grid Mode in a bit. Jimmy Scavenger in the place, how's it going, my man? samey now. You had us here. You had us here. Need to do something a bit more dynamic with it here. Me as second room. This is not main room stuff, this is second room, you know? Once you've done fucking banging away at it, you're in the second room. Ruby Rap by Grob. It's a great fucking track. Pumping, hard, got a little bit of edge to it. But yeah, like, you had us there. Added hi-hat. The acid line needs to be louder or just more dynamic. Rando, thank you very much, mate. Right, I'm going to give that one a solid 8. Like I say, you had us at the beginning. We really, really liked the beat that was going on there. It's nearly a 6-minute track though. And yeah, literally, like the hi-hats and the percussion that was coming here were fine. But after you come back into the break, we need something to grab us by the nuts and say, I'm a track, you must listen to me. Because you all already had us down there. So yeah, just a little bit more dynamics going on up here. You know, maybe an extra line or just make the acid a little louder, something along those lines. Solid 8 for that track, and I think that's being a bit mean. All right, who's next up? Okay. Oh, Nam Ada. This is a name I've seen a lot recently. Oh, is it a Facebook? No, it's not. Oh, thank God for that. Starting off well. Unfortunately, we have a news item coming up in a minute. I will direct you to the news item in a minute. Again, alright. You had us there with the kick drum. We like the kick drum. Little hi-hat to bring it in, keep it moving. Where are you gonna go? Jennifer last track says dark as fuck, nice, and gives it an 8.5. Michael Bass gives it an easy 9. Morgan Juniper says dark broody and gives it 8. Siegfried gives it an 8 as well. Darren Sullivan says nice. Siegfried, get over to YouTube, mate. We're all on YouTube. There's way more of us on YouTube. I'll give you a link. Yeah, man, that should pop up within... Oh, shit, that got loud. We're suckers for big kick drums, aren't we? AADA. Interesting name. wants the ride to be brought back now. There's another line dying to be put into this track. Wow! 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 Just some more noises. Oh! No, don't do that. Okay, too short. Way too short. For me, it felt like a work in progress. And you definitely had us with that kick drum. The percussion moved along nicely, but literally here, I reckon you're just about to come into a break and then kick the tune right off. So for those reasons, I'm going to give you rimming an 8. It feels like the track is possibly not finished. Again, there's no write up here, I don't think about it, no. Kind of got lost a bit during the process with this. Any feedback would be appreciated. That is what we're here for. Brilliant then. Okay, so if you got lost in that, like literally you had us here with that kick drum, then you moved along with the percussion nicely. You needed a slight little drop and then some sort of other line to go out. This could be a 5-minute track, no problem. No problem whatsoever at all. Morgan says the same thing, needs filling out to my ears. Jen says 8, needs more, but that kick is lush. Electronic Sound has said exactly what Mark said. So I'm glad that we're all on the same page. We like what the original structure of what you've got. We like the sounds. We like where you're going with it. We kind of get the feeling that you need to add maybe a synth line to it, a little drop, and pad it out a little bit more. That could easily be a 5-minute track. We love that kick. Rimming an 8, my friend. Rimming an 8. Right, I've got some really disappointing news. This is the news section. And this is why the news section is coming up. Apparently, this douche waffle is harassing Inti, and I'm not having this. This is just why are you harassing people? I had a troll on my my YouTube page not very long back, and I'm like, dude, if you don't like this, go find something you do like and comment on that. Don't waste your energy and your breath telling me how bad I am, because I'm not going to fucking listen to you. But that's not the point. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. If you think it's shit, that's fine. I understand, you know. If it's not your bag, that's fine. If you think it's shit, tell me why you think it's shit. And this douche waffle is doing exactly that, or not doing exactly that. He's all over Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it, any platform, and this douche waffle is out to get into, and I don't understand why. So within the clown army, we all have tolerances. We all have tolerances. This is not being tolerated, okay? If you're friends with this dude, please, for the love of God, think twice about it, because he's harassing someone. I don't care whether you're harassing a boy, a girl, young child, or what. Stop harassing people, okay? If you think Facebook is a shit place to be, it's because of the people that are doing shitty things, yeah? Like Oliver was like, oh, please stop posting, you know, doom and gloom earlier today. Then don't post doom and gloom. Start posting happy things. But as I say, if you know this guy is going out of his way to make Inti's life difficult. This is the dude, okay? Inti said it was okay with me, okay with her if I oh, I can't get that off now. if I spoke about it. So this is the dude, okay? If you're friends with him, I strongly suggest that you don't be friends with him, but it is your life and you can do exactly what you want with it. I'm not picking on this dude, I'm just giving you the information that he is picking on somebody else. And if you want to be associated with him, that is entirely your choice. Right, on with the show. Oscar Leon's up next. I fucking hate that. I really, really do. But yeah, it's... Oh, Oscar, you buried in mud again, mate. Buried in mud. Yes, Dean Daughters, be fucking nice. The world is full of shit, the world is full of pain, and it's full of anguish and shit that we don't really want to have to deal with. That's something we ultimately don't want to have to deal with that on a fucking daily basis. And, you know, I feel really sorry for Inti who's on the end, you know, the end of it. I really like Droid Doratu's stuff. His stuff is really, really nice. However, he needs to pull that mud out of his fucking mixes. Yeah, Dean, honestly, Oscar's stuff is full of vibe. It really is full of vibe. The problem is the mud. And I know he's doing it on little headphones. So we're trying to get him out of doing it on little headphones so that he can, you know. No, Morgan, I don't think the muffled kick is a style of choice. I just want that kick to be bigger. I mean, it's there, it's got a presence, don't get me wrong. And it's got aggression in spade falls. How fucking long is this thing? 13 minutes, we ain't getting the fucking whole thing, I can tell you. I want to go to bed at some point. I mean, this is class. This is class. Darren Sullivan says, really creative. Yeah, I totally agree. Cosmic Frequency says, potential, but needs a bit of mastering. I think it needs a little rejiggle in the mix, if I'm honest. I get the feeling that this was probably done, when was it uploaded? 3 months ago. This was definitely done on his little fucking iPods, the little iPods things. Yes, Morgan, you're absolutely 100% right. Mixers on headphones only sound good on headphones. Michael says it's muddy because it's live. Maybe, but I'm live, and I'm not this muddy. Oh, Aaron, pass. What's being used for the drums? Pass, 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 pass. Aaron Courts, good to see you in the building again. Join us on YouTube rather than Facebook because there is more people over there. There is a link. Cosmic Frequency says, Michael Bath, that is no excuse, sorry. Yeah, absolutely. I work with all these bits of kit here, you know, and I try and make my stuff as mud-free as possible. Alright, let's just knock it on a bit. Electronic sound agrees. Yeah, drums could be louder, punchier, cleaner. Like I say, I think these are done on earbuds. Michael Bath says, yes it is, I excuse it. And that's fine, we all live by our own different standards. Yeah, Darren, it is really challenging to get a decent clean mix live. Take the bass off of everything that isn't bass. Keep the bass on your kick drum and your bass. Sidechain the bass. I'm now sidechaining the Sherman on my kicks because it just sounds fucking better. Oscar, you probably would have got a 9 without that mud. But with the mud, unfortunately, I'm going to drop you down to 7.9. The mud is really important to drag out of your mixes so that we can hear things clearly. And you've got a lot of stuff going on here that is really, really, really nice. But because it's muffled in that mud, it's just bringing your mark down a little bit. What would I do to improve this? Pull out some mud. How? Unsure. I get the feeling it's because of your headphones. Try and get some studio monitors. I know it's not easy. But yeah, underneath all that mud, you've got a lovely track there. Absolutely lovely track. And I really want to hear some of your stuff that isn't muddy as fuck, please. All right, who's... Oh, Sullivan's among us. Darren Sullivan is in the building, so here is his track. Wait. What's the visuals, Darren? It's... I know what it is. It's thingy. Heavy metal, which is copyrighted to Shag and Back. So unfortunately, oh no, it's Wonder Woman. Flash Gordon, Flash Gordon. Yes, Dean, even cheap monitors are better than earbuds, absolutely. You're getting a more, like, my headphones are, and I usually do most of my stuff in headphones, they're a gash pair of fucking skull candies, and they're just bass heavy to fuck. It's ridiculous. I've noticed that what I do in these isn't what I'm going to get on stage. What happens here is bass heavy to fuck.
Like a stranger out of town, rolling those bills, counting those thrills.
I'm unsure, fella, about the visuals being safe, so unfortunately Tony's out just to...
Cast iron wasteland.
Because Flash Gordon is a copyrighted thing, anything Flash Gordon related, the box will pick up on. That's a real chuff and shame, mate.
Like a stranger out of town.
If it's to buy commercially anywhere, then it's a no-no.
Living like a silo caveman, bastards waiting for a cast iron wasteland. A cast iron wasteland.
Gonzo says, I was going to ask about headphones. What's considered good these days? Sennheisers. What's the other one that people are trying to push me?
You're starting to reek. Jim's not well. He hasn't slept in weeks. Jim lay around, full of biscuits by the pound, begging for the crown, like a stranger out of town. Rolling those bills, counting those thrills, living like a silo caveman, bastards waiting for a cast iron wasteland.
Oh man, that was too short. Darren, that was a great track, mate. That was an absolutely great track. I really, really like your stuff. It's kind of indie pop, guitar bass, really, really good stuff. What would I do to improve that? Make it a tiny touch longer, maybe. But no, it did what it needed to do as a track. And yeah, if I'm going to give you a mark on that one, probably be about an 8.2. Michael Bass says Groovy 9. Space Cat Audio Technology, Aaron Court says, if Straight Jacket did remixes, we would take this on. And that's high praise. That's very high praise coming from Aaron Court. Man has made so much music in his life, it's not funny. Jen S says 8.5 and says nice. Yeah, good track, my man, good track. And again, it's something different that we don't usually get within the URL, you know. It feels like it's indie based or, you know, coming from that kind of spectrum, which is great. Please continue to put more of your stuff in, my man. Please continue to put more of your stuff in. That was actually really good. I like that. All right, where are we going next? Okay. music you're not used to at all, should we send it in? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Some guy put in a fucking country and western track the other day, and I had to objectively talk about a fucking country and western track. Not an easy thing to do when you don't like country and western whatsoever at all. I fucking did it. Guy Thackenham, I believe that is, and he continues to put tracks in, which is great. Versus Stand By Me by Benny King. Liking this. Bristol Jim says, my mate Mark put me up to this. Thanks for the nudge, mate. This is a good track. Is this you, Bristol Jim? DJ Clarkey. Give it a chance, I'm on there. We're only like 3 minutes in. I like the way that you've not overused his vocals, you've just used little snippets of it.
Has come, and the land is
First Chance says, this is very well done. Some of the beats feel like they're at a weird bit rate. I agree. It's a Facebook video though, so Facebook may have squashed the fuck out of it. But overall it's very good. 8.7. You're not far away from where I am. Bristol Jim says, yes mate. Welcome aboard! Welcome aboard! You are now an honorary member of the Clown Army. Clown Army worldwide, bitches! Oh, why did it kick? Maslin says, I just want to point out that I appreciate what you're doing, Clown. Trust me, this is as much weekly therapy for me as it is for you guys, you know? During lockdown, without the URL and without Clownfest, I would have been fucking lost. Yes, Dean, build needs work and doesn't drop quite right. Yeah, I agree with that. I wanted it to kick. When it came back in here, I wanted it to kick real hard. And the reason why it rules is because we give a shit about your music. We want to chat about your music. We want to know what you're doing as a producer. I want to get into your studio and interview you. We're also, we don't care who you are. You know, we don't care how you self-identify, where on the world you fucking come from. We care about your goddamn music because that is your voice to the world. Yeah? going to lop it here because it's a 7-minute track. Yes, I kind of agree with Mando that it didn't evolve as I was hoping it was going to. You already had us at the beginning with your clean beats. I think you just need a little bit more of a restructure, make it a little bit shorter somehow, and make that build really fucking bang. You had me right up until that fucking point of that build, and then the drop, and it was like, oh, it didn't quite go where I wanted to. Other than that, you've got a fucking cracking tune there, a little bit of a rejiggle on the sequencing side of things, and you've got a 9 track there, no problem. As it stands, solid 8, my man, solid 8. It just feels like it needs to like somebody, I think it was Dean, he said that the evolve of the track needed a little bit of a reshuffle, and the bang needed to hit a bit harder. But welcome to Clown Army, motherfucker. Right, who is up next? And what's Alan Watsy Watson?
It's alive.
Every fucking SoundCloud track, fuck off. Weird Beats Collective, Depression. Bristol Jim says, cheers, bud. Not a problem, my man, not a problem. Thank you very much for entering into the Clown Army and putting into the URL. Because without you, we have no show. Without the co-hosts, or me, we have no show. Without the people watching, we have no show. It's a triangle. It is a triangle, and if one of those pieces fall, the whole thing falls down. That's why Clown Army is so important, because it is made up of those three areas. Without those 3 areas, it will not work.
Dollar buys a needle's worth. Banks are going bust, and shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter.
Nah.
Punks are running wild in the street.
Dean, thank you very much. Mark is on fire with solid advice tonight. I have to be, there's nobody else in here to do it for me. When there's somebody else in, I can just say, what a big kick drum in the 303 line. When I'm on my own, I've actually got to go into fucking detail.
I don't have to tell you things are bad.
This vocal sample has been played to death in the past couple of months. That doesn't mean to say I don't like it. I will also say, what was I going to say? Oh, Piano Teapot, Jonathan R. Cross, another great group on Facebook. These people care about your music. Hardware Jams. Get yourself over to Hardware Jams if you're into hardware. Literally, all you need is a fucking controller surface, you know, and just as long as you're pushing buttons, they're happy with that.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad.
Thank you, Piano Teapot. Again, Hardware Jams works on the same formula as the URL. Without the people that put in the tracks, without the people that listen to the tracks, and without you hosting the show, Jonathan Ross.
The air is unfit to breathe.
Jonathan Cross, it falls apart. It just falls apart. It has to be this way. It's a trinity.
Today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad.
Very subdued one, this one. Yes, indeed, we accept mashups. We will literally take anything. The only problem we have is Facebook will mute if it's copyrighted. YouTube will mean I can't monetize, and I don't want to monetize YouTube anyway, because I wouldn't be able to say fuck, ketamine, slags, bitches. You know, they wouldn't monetize me if I'm using shitty words or talking about drugs.
Radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone.
I like this. Morgan says, not as depressing as I was expecting. No, not at all. Like I say, Verse, we had somebody put a country and western track in the other day. We get some punk quite regularly from Leaf. I think we got a punk track towards the end of the show with it. And that is the beauty of the URL. You never know what you're going to get next. Paul Gina says, loving this, really good. It really, really is.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. I don't have to tell you things are bad. I don't have to tell you things are bad.
See, now I have to talk objectively about it, and I don't think there's anything I changed to it. So literally, all I'm going to do is tell you that I really, really liked it. The production was nice and clean. I like what you did with the vocals as well. Looping them around, looping them around, looping them around. I did think that it was just going to be that vocal and it was going to be dry and you weren't going to do anything with it, but you surprised me and you did. I'm going to give you an 808 on that one. I really, really liked it. What would I do to improve it? Could be a touch longer. Just a little touch longer. But other than that, fucking banging. All right, let's just put a follow on that. Weird Beats Collective, people. So let me just start doing this now. There we go. There's a link to it. Should you decide you want to go and tell this producer that you really like what he was doing. Oh, Deep Division coming up. Deep Division coming up. And we're right on course for a 3-hour show. Stevie Overend, ladies and gentlemen. Feel so hot with you. Stevie is another live jammer that has no mud whatsoever within his setup. Unhinged Filth has joined the party. Hello everyone, sorry a bit late. No, great name. Said, liking the constant runaway delay tails. I believe that's of the last track. And yeah, that's what I was liking about it as well. It didn't just give us the vocal dry, you know, which I kind of thought he was going to do. It's like, oh, not another one. But you actually, you know, made a rhythmical sequence with the delay on the vocal. So I thought it was really good. There we go, sharp. Beats. There is no mud in this. You can hear every fucking nuance that is going on within those synths. Morgan says, not sure the bassy thump fits with the melodious parts. I think it needs it. Dean, I wouldn't be surprised if the guitar is sampled. That is depressing as fuck. There is one person watching on YouTube. Marco, you need to find the thread to put it in. And you are our only person on YouTube watching at the moment. Let me just see if I can find you a link. Okay, so Marco, you need to get your track in here. And I would thoroughly recommend that you hop on over here. Because there's more of us there. There we go. Jen, the bass did literally just go up a couple of steps then. Stevie, my man, you write some absolutely fucking gorgeous stuff. And like somebody said earlier, you know, writing on hardware is not easy to produce a clean and crisp sound. Stevie, you've got an ultra crisp sound to your stuff. That was lounging around in the chill out room, or you know, or like a nice bar that's, you know, not heavy with packed with people, and that's on, and you're all kind of, you know, not my thing at all, but I loved it. Honestly, Stevie, great track. What would I do to improve it? Really don't know, mate. Really don't know. Again, with those kind of tracks, you're not looking for dynamics. You're just looking for it to tick nicely over. And I believe that is exactly what it did. Did I give you a score, Stevie? If I didn't, I'm going to give you an 808. Again, not really my thing, but absolutely produced beautifully. Clear, crisp, can hear every nuance of every synth that was going on in there. The drums were punchy enough to be heard over everything. Oh, it's just absolutely lovely. Right, where we go? Rosary Libya. Probably not.
They're attacking
Dunwich Dreams. Okay.
Civilians. They are firing upon the media.
Oh, hello. The track is called Red, White and Cyanide. Stevie Averin says, chilled is what I do, Inky. Chilled is what you do beautifully, Steve. Honestly, mate. Just, your stuff's lush.
Poison coursing through the veins, touching heart of a vile state. Your freedom's burned at the stake. Sacrifice for safety's sake. You watch as the soldiers guide, marching through your gate. That took all your liberties away. It's ugly that you won't admit. Now you're chomping at the bit. You march against the sovereign state. Too bad it's now a day too late. You occupy, you fought to die. Red, white, and cyanide. You occupy, you fought to die. Red, white, and cyanide.
Yeah, Inky, that's usually our style. After chilled, we get metal. You know, this is how they come in. I don't alter them at all. Mando, are you in the building? You do a lot of guitar stuff. What's your take on this?
Freedom with the risk, for safety in the cage. That's the very how it feels, but I guess it's a little late. Now you're the expert on the wall.
Ruthless, if the Job Centre had this as their on-hold music, it'd be much easier to hate them less. Nowhere near as polished as Rage Against the Machine.
You march against the sovereign state. Too bad it's now a day too late. You occupy, you fought to die. Red, white, and cyanide. You occupy, you fought to die. Red, white, and cyanide.
Really interesting track. Really interesting track. Okay. I liked where you were going with it. Oh, is Lucy off? I'll catch you later, Lucy. Okay. See, Paul says that guitarist sounded fat. For me, it sounds like it could do with going back to the mix stage and beefing up a little bit. The drums sounded, and I hate using this word, the drums sounded a little weak, and I imagine if you mixed them up a bit, brought them up in the mix a little bit better. Billy Dread says Celtic Frost style. I was never really a big fan of Celtic Frost. God, I have to put a mark to this now as well. Like, it sounds like you recorded it in your garage, and like, I hope you didn't pay money in a studio to get that done, because I think within the mixing stages, just edging a few bits up would really help. Gonzo says guitar sound is good, just needs some polish. That is all. That's exactly what I was saying to it. I'm going to give you a 707 on this one, simply because I think that in the mix stage it could do with being brought up a little bit more. Sounds like the dog's having a nightmare. Right, where are we going now? But thank you so much for putting that track in. We don't get a lot of metal in, and it'd be nice to get a little bit more in. Right, where are we going? Swing Thing by UVX mastered. Okay. Oh, Many Angled Ones. You're definitely in the chat. Why is the dog going batshit? He needs to shut up.
So this is the Roland 303.
Is your chuffing dog?
Originally made for company guitarists, but as a product it was a failure, as it was so difficult to use and unruly. But in the hands of DJs and dance music producers, it made music that people have never heard before, and forms the basis of a lot of the music you'll hear today.
No, honestly, that's what we're here for. We want your mixes and your tracks to be just that little bit better. So if you put something in which is not polished, then maybe we can give you some pointers as to how, it'd be better if Jim's on how to do that. And not just me, but from like people in the comment section as well. You know, there are some absolutely fucking amazing, talented producers within that chat comment right now. Loving it. Thank you, Marlene. Love the URL. So do I. See, this is going down really, really well. It's kind of missing me a little. Are we about to finish? Yep. Okay. Fanatic 12,000 says sick as fuck. Space Beast says TD3 with a great drummer. Video is awesome too from Inky to Cat. Fanatic gives it 8.8. Good scores. Stereo Ripe says would love to hear more of this. Yeah, absolutely. It for a 4-minute track, it kind of felt like it just wanted to bubble. Just down, you know, and I don't think we were going to get something that was going to pull us onto the dance floor. But again, for a chill out track or a different room that is not, you know, banging away in the land of noise, then that is perfect. Again, I would like to have seen that on stage and live because it sounded like there was a live drummer. It'd be great if it was a live drummer with the rest of the kit. Like I say, it kind of just missed me by a little bit too slow for me, but there was some funky vibes going on in there. What would I do to change it? I don't know. Jen says, be listening to that at 5 p.m. after the party. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, and I'm noticing there's a big hole in my life for this kind of music. I listen to fast, nasty thrash, or I listen to techno. And there have been times recently where I'm like, I don't want to listen to that. I want to listen to something a little bit calmer. That would have fitted in nicely. So I think I'm going to give you rimming an 8 on that one. Like I say, a little bit slow for me, but nothing wrong with it whatsoever at all. Right, where are we going next? Yeah, that one. No, that was the one we've just been to, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Lee Harvey's up. I guess you're in for a nice slice of electro. And after that, we got Michael Bath up. And then we got some K. Let me just turn that down because that is loud as a motherfucker. Who's... Oh, DJ Harvey. IJ Harvey, sorry. Many Angle One says thanks again. First take on a 3032. You did well. You could have literally given it some more beans. You know. But again, that's not the style of the track that you were going for, and we appreciate that. This is loads different to... Not sure it needed quite that harsh. Frequencies, you read it by mind, mate. You read it by mind. But we'll wait until the track is over and then I'll dissect. This is loads harder than the stuff we usually get off of Flea. Everybody said the same thing as Cosmic Frequencies. And literally when it... I'll wait until the song's finished. This is building beautifully, mate. You give them me goosebumps! Full use out of a TR-808 there. Paul says, I've got myself another acid box. You got it too soon, mate, unless you got the murdered out version. Ron, I agree with you on this one, mate. Okay, we're in the outro, so I can start dissecting. Dude, what a track, what a track. Edge, dirt, underground, lovely beats, everything's where it needs to be. There's no overlap on anything. Sometimes a track does not need to grab you by the balls for you to go, I like this a lot. It's got lovely shuffle going on, lovely shuffle. Right, for me that is track of the night. However, I don't think that bit's needed. That should be the intro. This should be the intro, and a few other people agreed with me as well. I get what you were trying to do by introducing us to it, but I honestly think that you could just lock that off and have that as the intro. The rest of the track carried itself nicely. I'm going to give you a big fat 808 on this one, big fat 808. And track of the night so far, I think. Acid is on point. Yeah, see, Jen S agrees. Really like that. Beginning was a bit mixed up, I thought. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. See, Gonzo says the same thing. Ditch the start. Start with that. You've got a banging tune. Track of the night, even though I only gave you 808 on it. But yeah, 100% your sequencing ability, mixing ability, and mastering ability are fucking right up there, my man. You really, really are a great asset to the URL. Keep putting your stuff in. Okay, Michael Bath. We are about halfway through the show, ladies and germs.
Welcome, Gene. You know the rules. Can you name all the things you can get cash back on with American Express?
Oi, oi, oi. Thank you. Worker Grey. Agro Disco. Love it. Lee Harvey says, thanks for the feedback, Mark. Cheers. Keep putting your stuff our way, and if you keep making stuff like that, make damn sure that you keep putting it our way.
Dance for your life.
Shots fired.
Bullet.
Pattern This is made on the Deluge.
People are dying.
Hi Jane, how's it going?
People are dying.
Marlene says this is like my brain. It's crazy. When do we have a video? I'd really like to have a video. There we go.
I've been ready.
I was walking down the street one dark and lonely night. I saw a place I'd never been. I thought it'd be alright. As the gear to pounding beats and flashing disco lights, I swear I went inside to drink that looking for a fight.
One slap. Two slaps.
Keep moving. Pick the motherfucking foot. Yeah.
One slap. Two slaps.
Keep moving.
Everybody gotta die sometime.
The beer was super expensive and the lattes were cheap. The tweezers sounded tinny and the workers were not deep. The doorman was a jerk and the bouncer was a creep. The crowd was milling on the floor like lazy grazing sheep.
Everybody takes a beating.
Playful track, really playful track.
I've been ready.
My disco.
I
want to kill.
My disco.
The verse says, what is this? Well, he's billed it as an electronic, but it feels like baby breakcore.
People want violence. Total destruction. People want violence. Total destruction. People want
That was bonkers, mate. That was absolutely bonkers. Who said that? Morgan says this is mental in a good way. Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's disjointed, it's crazy, it's all over the show. It doesn't follow a 4/4 rhythm that you know I can grab onto nicely. But I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Like I said, it feels like baby breakcore, and I prefer baby breakcore to fucking like proper breakcore because sometimes it's just a bit much. That was just enough. Playful, happy, and again shocked us because we're like, what is this? What kind of where are you putting this? What kind of style are you putting this under? What am I going to do with a number for this one? Jen, fuck it, I'll go with you. 8.5 straight jackets. Yes, absolutely. Michael Bath, keep putting in crazy stuff, man. Keep putting in crazy stuff. What would I do to improve it? I don't think you could. I think that was a unique piece of art all on its own. Baby breakcore. Baby breakcore. All right, Matthew Shaw, you are up next. And we are on the Bandicamp. Oh, there we go. Finally, that's like a beat. It's like a 4/4 straight beat. I can grab onto that instantly. See where it goes. Wayne, get over to YouTube. We're all over on YouTube. There's about 3 people watching on Facebook. There is a link for us on YouTube. Cosmic frequencies, I can't turn it up. If I turn it up anymore, it's going to affect my limiter and shit that's going on down here. He says joke. Now you say it. Beautiful. Oh, this is Limex. Oh, this is Limex. He's played for Clownfest a few times. I think it's about that time in the night. Oh, Cosmic Frequency says I'm Limex. Oh, right. You all got to stop putting different names all over it. Just one name. Stereo Ripe says nice electro kind of roller. Limex has got his foot very much in the psytrance world. And he's taken elements of psytrance and not made it psytrance, which is great. Verse says 8 so far, not exactly my thing, but it's done well. It's done very, very well. Limex is a wonderful producer, I'm telling you. Morgan says nice head nodder. Nodder. And Gonzo says good balance mix. I believe it was Limex, I'm not 100% sure on this, but we introduced him at Clownfest and he then used I think it was me and Amy at the time, our introduction as part of his track. He had a feedback loop and he just looped it and looped it and looped it and turned it into a part of the track. Absolutely fantastic. Yes, Stereo Ripe. I like the psytrance elements without being psytrance. Good stomping rhythm. Yeah, absolutely. Cosmic Frequency says, yes, it was me, I remember that. That was class, mate, because we were all like, oh no, you fucked up, you've got a feedback loop going on, you're never going to recover from this. Oh, wait, that's part of the track. You clever bastard. Beautiful, magical. Yes, indeed, Gareth, time to light up again. Oh, sorry, Gerhard. Both Darren Cole and Electronic Sounds, this is sick and great track. Yes, it was indeed. I'm giving you a nice fat 808 on that. It was nice to hear the side trance noises. Not in a side trance track. There were no triplets. It was lovely. You took us on a wonderful journey. Be it that a little bit mellow. Nothing wrong with being a little bit mellow. Nice big fat 808 on that one, mate. What would I do to that to improve it? I really don't know if there's anything I could do to improve that, mate. Nice little roller, moved along nicely, did what he needed to do, and caught our attention. Michael Bass just giving it an 8. Cosmic Frequencies, well done, my man. Clownfest 7, prepare yourself for Clownfest 7. All right, here's the video. So, how long is the video? Because I need a coffee. 7 minutes, brilliant.
That the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far
just going to wait for a kick drum.
Which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed
Cosmic Frequency says, thank you for the exposure, Mark. I appreciate it. It's a two-way thing. It's a symbiotic thing. If you don't send me your tracks, I don't have a show. The viewers don't get to listen to anything. So without your... Again, without your tracks, without me being here, without the people watching, boom, all falls apart. So you're giving yourself exposure, and I'm just showing you to the nation, literally. So keep putting your shit in. Come on, give us a kick drum. What, a coffee? Hold on. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go make a coffee. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The very word secrecy is repugnant. 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 The very word secrecy is repugnant.
Mr. President, Industrial EBM, inspired by Front 242, live recording. And that is for... Oh, Tom Pixton. Sadly, I only heard the intro to the track and then the kind of outro to the track. But what I heard was kind of nice. It's a live recording and it is on Facebook, so the sound was very low. I had to bump it up here. What I did hear, I did like. I can't comment on the structure of the thing at all, but what I did hear, I did like, and I'm afraid that's all I can say about it. Let's see what the chat was saying. Morgan's trying to push the URL on VerseGen, which is great. Keep doing it. Inky and Morgan are having a chat between themselves. Fanatic 12,000 is loving a cowbell. Gerhard gave it a 9. Ben Sparrow says nice rig 8.5. Yanti gives it a 9. Fanatic gave it an 8.4. If I was going to give it a number, I'd probably give it an 8. It sounded a little slow, but again, I can't comment on the structure of the middle of the track. It just sounded a little bit slow to me. But people were liking it. Someone was saying that it's very 242 and that the kit was really, really nice. So there are some things to take away from that are positive. Okay, so I believe we're going to have an absolutely beautiful slice of Foot in the Ibiza style door. I could be wrong. Paul Genus Productions. This guy's production is out of this fucking world. It really, really is. What? Listen to how light that is. Listen to how light that is. I'm about to turn it down fucking shitloads. And herein lies the difference between SoundCloud and YouTube. Fucking hell, mate. Believer featured Winter Gordon, remixed by Paul Genus. Like I say, I'm not going to talk about your production anymore because we've already given you a 10 on the production side of things. I gotta say, I do hate this kind of female vocal over tracks. I just think they've been done to goddamn death. However, listen to it. I did say it when I was Foot in the Ibiza door. The last track said, Tom, that was lovely production, but it needed something. That's kind of what I thought about it, but literally I can't say that if I've not heard the main body of the track. It did feel like it was missing. Gonzo says, this just sucked my gonad off. Honestly, listen to it. The production is just beautiful. Like, we talk about mud and nonsense, and this guy's got none of it fucking anywhere. Maybe I should move that up. You can't see the pictures. Not that all pictures are necessary, right? It's natural selection. We exist in love. Get back to that. But love is not perfection. Still we try. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm destroying this next week, so I'm going to start using StreamYard. Stereo right, but yes, indeed it could. This could be a Radio 1 anthem. It's not played on Radio 1, it's played on the URL. That's where it's an anthem. Fuck Radio 1 right in its sorry ass. Jesus Christ. Sometimes when I'm in the car, I have to listen to Radio 1. It's fucking horrid. And what bugs me about the radio is these people are paid to say good things about your tracks. I'm not paid in any way to say anything nice about your tracks whatsoever at all. So if I say something nice about your tracks, it's fucking genuine. I'm so sick of seeing bullshit fake videos that are going around the net. Oh, prank my girlfriend. And it's fake as bollocks. That's exactly what the radio is. The radio is there to push agendas. I'm not here to push an agenda. I'm here to chat objectively about your tracks. And this is massively in the Ibiza section. Get hard. The vocal fits perfectly in. This is Paul. Fucking don't like the vocals whatsoever at all, but they fit perfectly, and the track around it is doing what it needs to do to carry the vocals along. If we're marking tracks on, like, you know, on production, this is track of the night. Yeah, I might not like it, but this is track of the night on production. Thank you, Ben. Could not agree more, Mark. Loving this. Stereotype says preach, Mark. I tend to. Depends on how much coffee I've had inside me, and I'm trying to give up coffee at the moment, so hoping those rants are going to stay under wraps. Mate. Like I say, if we're marking on studio production, you are a 10 and track of the night for me. If we're looking at personal preference, it's around about a 7, but that's because I don't really dig with that Ibiza vibe. However, I'm going to bump it up to a solid 808. Mate, your production is on point. The vocals fitted perfectly. The track around it was lovely. I don't think there's anything... Well, actually, that last Ibiza girly style track that you put in, I really didn't like whatsoever at all. But if it brings you in the money, who gives a fuck, right? There's a massive market for that kind of stuff. Massive market for that kind of stuff. Right, let's get some scores in. Ben says 9.5. Fanatic says 11. Mr. Wiggly says brilliant. 10 big hugs. And if Dom's saying that, you know you're onto a fucking winner. Gerhard gives it a 9. Michael Bath 9. Inky 909. Paul says cheers, Mark. Thanks everyone for the feedback. Like you don't put your tracks into this show to ask us what we can do to improve your production style. That's not why you do it. What you do is you put tracks into this show to show us how good production can be, you know? Everybody needs to take a leaf out of this guy's book, like seriously. I don't know what you do to get your mixes as clean as fuck, but they are beautiful, mate. Absolutely beautiful. Right, next up, let's open some banging fucking techno, innit? Right, who is it? Manau Breeze. That's not a name I've seen before. HIA Fear the Dark. Not a name I've seen before because I do not have his channel, and I'm going to have to turn this up massively compared to Paul's track. Honestly, your track was just mastered up the ring piece, mate. Inky says, yeah, you be rich soon, Paul, so fuck it. Like I say, if it brings in the money, I'm in such a niche of a niche, you know? I'm acid techno that doesn't really sound like classic acid techno and is live. Unhinged Filth, who is himself a core producer, 9 for what it is, super clean. Jen S says the same. Stickness gave it 9 cats and Ron gave it 10 cats, honestly. Fanatic, again, not my cup of tea, but that was great. We can appreciate good, you know, I use this as a reference all the time. What's his name? Wretch 32, Tractor. Ooh, move faster. Broom, broom. I fucking love that track. See, hairs are coming up already. I shouldn't, but I fucking love that track. Johnny Jackson, Johnny, are you still in the building, mate? This is very close to the stuff you do. Yeah, Inky says we be poor, Mike. Yeah, don't give me money. You give me money, and my attitude's going to change. I'm going to turn into a dick, and I'm going to produce shitty music. Keep me poor and hungry, it's where the fucking dirty beats come from. Horrorcore? What the fuck is this? I guess this guy and Trauma Mammal work within the same sort of realms, you know? Jenna says, feels like I'm playing an 80s computer game. Castlevania. Garrett says, fucking brilliant. If you like this, check out Trauma Mammal. Trauma Mammal does stuff very, very similar to this. Trauma Mammal is a little bit more heavy and thuddy, which I like. Matt Dobbs has joined the place and says, Sonic turned emo. DJ FX All is in the building. How's it going, my man? All the way from America. I can't remember what state you live in at the moment. I believe you're moving house as well, so your studio is packed down. I like this bit a lot. How is everyone? Well, I'm trying to work up my coffee buzz by double shotting some coffee. When I double shot coffee, you're more likely to get rant at me. We've got about another hour and a half of the show left to go, so strap in, I could rant about something. The light says I like this. Yeah, I like this too. Fun, playful in a dark way. Yeah, I'm definitely playing Zelda. I'd definitely give you a Clown Fest set, mate. I really, really would. Let's just drop some comments. Oh. Cold turkey, the coffee, you'll be good in about 3 weeks. I just can't get rid of it, man. I've ditched fizzy drinks. I'm trying to ditch carbs out of my diet as well, because I put on a stone in a bit, maybe 2, over lockdown. And I like to get my t-shirt off on stage a lot, and nobody wants to see my moobs. It's just not the thing they want. Dude, I'm giving you a big fat 808 on this. I like it. It's not quite as chunky as the stuff that Trauma Mammal does, but it's definitely within the same league. I would 100% give you a set off the back of that. What would I do to improve it? I don't think you can. I don't think there is anything that I could constructively say that would bring anything more than you need to that track. It also reminded me of Hitchcock Guillotine a little bit. Again, Hitchcock Guillotine is a little bit more faster and much more pounding, but it's in the same league. Really, really like what you're doing. Oh, Morgan, I haven't done any illicit stuff for fucking ages. I'm going to friend that guy up. Oh, Inty's coming up after this. Okay, Stephen Sticks. Stickney. Oh, hello, you're loud. Before we go any further, the reason I say nice things about your track is because I know how it feels. I remember when I put my first Clown set up and out into the world, and it was received beautifully. I didn't think it was that good at the time, but people were like, "Yes, really good. You've got, you know, flow and style, and it actually sounds like a track." The reason I do it is because once I heard that these people were saying nice things, I wanted to do it again. I know that if somebody says something bad about your track, you're more than likely going to fucking quit making music for 2 weeks. I know I would, and probably have done in the past. Stephen is somebody who has literally, in a year and a bit, fucking rocketed up the charts. Let's take a listen. This is his latest offering. Bang. Right, Stephen, you have us. We are what, like a minute in? You have us. You have us hooked. Where are you going to go with it? Where are you going to go with it? Anger, aggression, lovely. I'll tell you if I don't like a track. I will tell you if I don't like a track. But I will tell you why I don't like it. I'm not just going to say it's shit. That's not what I want to do. Oh, Dunwich Dreams. I started watching a tad later. I wanted to thank you all for the kind words about your song, about my song. No problem. And I was thinking about messaging you and saying, is it possible to get the stems on that? Maybe we can brighten it up a little bit. Very much like to work with music that's not just 4/4. So if you've got stems for that track, Dunwich, please send them over to me. Change it up soon, Stephen, and I think you are about to. It looks like we're about to get a change here. Doesn't look like we've got a drop. I could be wrong on that. David Johnson says cool sounds, very much so. Jonathan Cross already been there? No, it's not. Who was that? Can't see the name. And Inchville says it needs to switch up. It does. That dogga-da is getting a bit relentless now.
So, when you stick it in my mouth, do you want me to look you in your eyes?
Just blowing in a breathalyzer, please, love.
Yes, and I'm going to dissect it in a minute.
Stick it in my mouth. When you stick it in my mouth. When you stick it in my mouth. When you stick it in my mouth.
It has to be, Morgan. It has to be.
When you stick it in my mouth. Do you want me to look you in your eyes?
Just blowing in a breathalyzer, please, love.
But you could have brought that in here, comfortably. Did you drop?
So, when you stick it in my mouth,
you changed the kick drum. I might have pulled the kick drum completely out of that.
Breathalyzer, please, love.
when you stick it in my mouth. When you stick it in my mouth. When you stick it in my mouth.
Stick it in my stick.
Just blowing in the breathalyzer, please, love.
Tell me there's some of that going on in there. Gerhard says I laugh too hard at those lyrics. Yeah, absolutely right. Fanatic says needs more integrity. We all need more integrity. I don't know what integrity is, but that's some good shit.
When you stick it in my mouth. When you stick it in my mouth. When you stick it in my mouth. Do you want me to look you in your eyes?
Just blowing in the breathalyzer.
Nice messages. Get in. Under 2 hours. Boom! Right, Stephen. Fuck me, your style is getting better and better. That is a well-accomplished track. There are a few little niggles I've got in it. As people were saying, it got a little bit samey around here. Yeah, where I was thinking it could do with a little bit of a switch up, and you could have gone into that. Is it that?
My mouth. When you stick it.
Anyway, the drop could have been a little bit earlier. And you did this.
Do you want me to look you in your eyes?
Which you should have done back here. And really, really giving the track some fucking life. As it is, I'm going to give you a competent 8.5 on that one. You had everything at the beginning there. Everything at the beginning there. You had us hooked. Here it got a little bit samey, and you could have moved the break down to here. And then when you came back in from the break, like I say, a little bit more impact. But a quality track, my man. To say you only started making music last June, July, August or sometime, absolutely awesome. Inky says, shit, I shouldn't find this so funny. Unhinged Phil says, good idea, just needed to switch up a little bit earlier, which is what I was saying. Gerhard was a little bit harsh and gave it a 7.5. Jen's giving it 1,000 cats for the sample. Yes, indeed. Weird Beat says, another load of great tunes tonight, but I can't stay to listen for the rest of the show. Tomorrow. Cheers, Mark. No problem. Weird Beat, thank you very much for putting in your track. Please put in some more. Yeah, I can't say that enough. Please put in more tracks. The more tracks you put in, the more tracks we have to talk about. The longer the show is, the more caned I get or coffeed up I get, and the rants get longer and longer. I had a big rant. Oh shit! I keep forgetting to. So we're going to do this right now. It's a little bit later than planned. Okay, it's a little bit far away, so I'm going to have to get closer to the screen because you can't read it. Beautiful clowns! I'm going to do the next Fanoob Techno Clownery Takeover. I would like you to chuck a track in for it and put a link to the download below. Email me at gridmodelive@gmail.com or send it to me via carrier, pigeon, or telepathy. Techno bangers, please. So, Grid Mode is looking for... Jack Davis is looking for your tracks. Has to be techno, please, people. Has to be techno because it's going out on Fanoob Techno Radio. I've just put a link up to the thread that is this thread, and if you have a techno track that you would like some airplay on, please slap it in this thread. Send me your tunes and nudes. There's a few tracks there already, but there could be some more. So if you have a track, a techno track or a slightly techno track, please slam it in. Sticks, that last track that you've got there would go in perfectly with it, mate. It's techno thumpy, bouncy, kind of nice, playful. Please send that track over to Jake Davis. I'm gonna put that in here again. David Johnson, I know you've got some techno tracks. Send some techno tracks to Jack Davis, please, everybody. He is going to do the next Fanoob show. You've got a couple of weeks on this yet, but it would be good to get some tracks in as early as possible. So there is a link for that, and next up we have Inti. And like, why would you pick on Inti? Of all the fucking, pick on me for fuck's sake. I can, my skin is thick.
Colgate Link.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The toothbrush with 80% less plastic.
Initiating system protocol.
And after the track, we are going to look for anything that you can pick on. Ain't gonna happen. Sit back. Oh, it's only 3 minutes long, Inti.
Initiating protocol. Danger is
got a dog. Got a dog? Annoying as fuck. Sound is potentially track of the night. Stop licking, you fanny. Stop it. This track is the Mutts Nuts. Boom. Yeah. I'm gonna play the cat. feel free to pick on me as much as you like. Take the piss as much as you like. When I was younger, I was the youngest person in my group, and I got the brunt of it. Now, I got a thick fucking skin.
Danger is imminent.
Chemical Brothers, Prodigy. Without being the Chemical Brothers or Prodigy. 1 Inch Bell's giving it a 10 and says right up my street, yeah, sick as fuck. The only reason I can smite that this douche waffle is picking on Inti is because he's jealous as fuck. Because I'm a little bit jealous as fuck. This is sounding lush. Yeah, Inky Goosebumps, same. Michael Bath, worthy 10. Unfortunately, Yente, I can't hear the panel. I'm still 91 speakers at the moment. Threatening to sort that out by next week. Again, this reminds me of Hitchcock Guillotine and Trauma Mammal. And now that other guy. Ben says blown away, fair play. Yenti, love that score. He's giving you 1 mile. Ah, Inti, only a little bit too short. Little bit too short. But for having a Chemical Brother Prodigy sound and not sounding like the Chemical Brothers or the Prodigy, it has to be rewarded. And that was a fucking great track, Inti. I am definitely going to give you a 909 on that one. Very, very close to track of the night. Very, very close to track of the night. If you'd got a little bit more glitchy towards the end, you would definitely have had track of the night. As it stands, you're literally rimming track of the night. Literally rimming track of the night. Okay, and yeah, why pick on Inti? You know, like, for fuck's sake. Well, be nice. Keep people positive. Don't be a dick. Stop being a cunt. Support people. Support your local artists. Support artists that are miles away from you because you can't. They're not local. Divine Masculine, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. These are usually really fast core tracks. Oh, 404 this time. 1 Inch Bell. Oh.
I can't get these fucking numbers out of my head. Out of my head.
Love that bass drum drop. Do it, take it up. Go on. Do your fucking kick drum, you can do whatever the fuck you want with it.
All we need is a mission to sabotage the rocket. There's something went wrong.
expect that bright drop. Let me just shut the window. I don't think the neighbours will be screaming.
Numbers are real. This isn't a game. I can't get these fucking numbers out of my head.
Drop again. Do the bass drum drop again. Get hard. Reminds me of my youth big time. My masculine, whose track this is, says awesome reaction. This is what I'm here for. Appreciate it. Top track. Gonna give you a 909. I wasn't that. The drop for me kind of pulled down a little bit too much, but I understand you need that because you can't go raging away in the land of fucking hardcore the entire time. Yenti, I'm going to agree with you on this one, and I'm going to break my own rule and give you 68666 Demonic Cats. We all love a bit of this. And we want to go, literally, on a night out, we want to go from Lee Harvey stuff right the way through to Divine Masculine stuff. And as soon as we can get out into a field and I've got enough money to be able to fund it, that is exactly what we're fucking doing, all right? Mark my motherfucking words. I see a lot of artists around me that are moving things on and doing things and bits and pieces and stuff. I'm literally waiting until I've got enough cash and we can get out and do things. That was awesome, mate. 909. We don't get enough core in, and when we do, we really just go fucking over the top for it. Ah, it's you, right? And I know exactly who you are, fella. I've just tied you to your artist name. Okay, so that brings us to 42. Oscar, you can't have another track in. You've already got one. You've already had one in this week. Maybe we'll circle back to this. Oh no, wait. Ah no, we've got a few more. I won't be surprised if somebody else has put a comment in. Maybe we'll play last if we've got enough time. Right. The Cheeky Boy is up next. We like a bit of Cheeky Boy. It's usually heavily guitar based. So, Cheeky Boy, Buscando. It's loud as fuck already. Not what I expected, Cheeky Boy, at all. You got some rogue frequencies there, so I'm trying to fucking jockey it on the fucking volume slider. And again, right, we go from a Divine Masculine track, which is fucking smashing its way in the land of hardcore, to this, which is beautiful chill. Again, if Jeline, if you're putting in a track, you need to have it in the right thread, and also get your ass over to YouTube because there's more of us over there. So that's not the YouTube link. I'll get you the YouTube link. Right, there's about 50 of us over on YouTube, so get your ass over there. and I'm going to find you the link for where the tracks go now. Okay, so at Jelena, I hope I'm saying that right. Again, Inky, this shout out gets put to as an announcement in the URL every week and stays up until the next shout out goes up. So if you cannot find it anywhere in the world, go straight to the URL group, go to announcements, and that's where they are. They stay there for I think 3 weeks, 2 weeks. So just hop over to the URL page, which I'll find you a link for in a minute. So if you want to sub, they are at the announcements, just here. Yeah, this is a link for the group. That is a link for the URL group, and right at the top on announcements is there. That's where the shout out is. That's where you can find everybody that was in this. And I'll also do a thank you post probably tomorrow that will contain all of the artist's name within it. It will contain a link to this shout out. It will contain a link to both shows. Try and make it as accessible as possible on all of, you know, everything that I do. My pages are public, you know. My private pages, my personal pages are a bit chock full of fucking memes and crap. The Clowns page I tend to only post music and stuff on, and the URL related stuff. And like I say, with the URL group, I try and put this as an announcement each week. It will change. But this will stay up there until next Monday when I put the next shout out up. You can submit a track right now. Basically the URL goes live once every week, and the shout out goes up on a Monday at 12 noon every other week. We're just doing the last end of this shout out. The next shout out will go up on Monday. Let me find out what the date is on Monday. Next shout out will go up on the 19th of this month. And we'll run for 2 weeks, so you've got 2 weeks to get your track into it. I will give you a link for where you can actually. It's up here somewhere. Give me 2 minutes. No, that's that. There it is. Copy link address. All right, if you want to stick a track in this tonight, that is not a problem. There is I believe that is the thread for the shout out. Who was asking? Darren Wolf. But yeah, with the shout out goes up every other Monday, and we get up to about 60, 70 tracks. This week we've got 45, something like that. But my main account is banned, and I swear they limit my post reach even when I tag at that point, which is a bit of a pain. But like I say, you can chuck a track in now. Right, let's dissect that track. Andy. That was fucking lush, mate. That is literally 5 a.m. watching the sun come up few beers, spliff with your friends, or you know, you're in a house and the sun comes creeping through the window, and then that track wants to get played. Absolutely fucking stunning, mate. What would I do to improve it? I am not sure. I'll give you a mark. Yeah, solid 9. Not my thing at all. Very, very light and fluffy, but beautiful in the right environment. And I've always said that music is all about where you are listening to it. You know, if like you don't want to be listening to hardcore, or I don't want to be listening to hardcore when I'm sat at home. You know, I want to be listening to something a touch lighter. But when we're on the dance floor, we want to be hearing that hardcore right at the end of the night. Am I wrong? I don't think I am. So, right. Looking forward so much to this dude's fucking set at Clownfest. This guy is unreal. Yeah, you can see it there brilliantly. He's got a MIDI controller hooked up to Fruit Loops, and 2 arcs. All these flashing lights here can be samples and stuff. And basically he's got a main loop running on the sequencer, Fruit Loops, and then everything else is bashed out live. This is Nobody IRL. I don't know if that stands for Nobody I Really Like or Nobody in Real Life. And this is a Slipknot cover. You ready? Said it got mixed reactions from the Slipknot fans. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. Let me try and find that link again then, people. Right, here it is, the shoutout thread list. SCNT, Pure Art. Just asked a very good question. What's the highest mark, Mark? I'm literally about to tell you what the highest mark is. Wait till it finishes. I am not shocked the Slipknot fans did not like that, because you have taken one of their songs and you have made it a glitchy fucking mess, and it was fucking beautiful. Dude, track of the night. I'm not going to score it in a conventional way, but I am going to give you the highest mark I believe anybody can give anyone, and it is, are you ready? I want to dance to you. I want to be on a dance floor whilst you're doing that on fucking stage. I want to do that. There are very few acts that make me want to go out and fucking dance these days. You are one of them. I am going to do my utmost to make that happen as soon as I can. Nobody IRL, people. I honestly cannot say enough good things about you, dude. You literally are the full fucking package. Honestly, mate. Honestly. I hope you were looking at... Sibby! Hello, my love. How is it? I hope you were looking at the comments in the comment section, mate, because they were literally on fucking fire for you then. Literally on fire. I hope you're watching right now. Mate, just fucking unbelievable. Here we go. What does he say? It's not my best. And I'm not a major fan. No, I'm not a massive fan of Slipknot either. Which means you can do that remix justice because you don't love the original like the Slipknot fans do. Yeah? Anyway. It's not my best, and I'm not a major fan of Slipknot. Only really like their first album. The recent remixes were just experiments to prepare for CF7. Laptop back tomorrow, so I'll be back on track. Was worried there for a sec that I would have to use the old setup or pull out, but don't worry. Dude, to say that you are one of the acts that I am most looking forward to at Clownfest is a fucking, a massive compliment. Massive compliment. It really, really is. Yeah, I think we've said enough good things about Daniel Thompson. Nobody IRL, people. Watch this space. He's going to be fucking massive. But yeah, I can totally understand why the Slipknot fans didn't get it. You took one of their precious songs and you made it a glitchy mess, which was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Almost all of the things that are coming out of that guy is, he's tapping on everything. Every effect that you can see him pressing something to make things happen. This is all chuffing live. All chuffing live. All right. Next up. Arjang. Somebody else you can catch at Clownfest 6 on the Unplugged Day. And I've put a lot of people are like, why have you put me on an Unplugged Day? You might incorporate live instruments into your set, and that is close enough to be in the Unplugged Organic Day. Anyway, Arjang. Yeah, the Unplugged Organic Day is just for artists that aren't really massively techno, but deserve a place within Clownfest. Sometimes I'm like, well, where am I going to put you? I'm going to have to put you on early that day because the rest of the stuff that comes after you is either faster or darker or more techno. So I've dedicated a whole day to this kind of stuff. Daniel, I hope you're watching, mate. I really do. Thank you, Inky. I have to keep Cap Clown fresh. I can't just keep doing the same format every time. People will get bored as fuck. So this just seemed like a natural progression, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep the unplugged day for Clownfest. I think it's a winner. We'll see. I've got the stream open up on 3 different pages, right? This one over here says 41, this one over here says 44, and that one over there says 38. Again, that's another plus point for Clownfest. We only do 20-minute sets. Why? Because in an hour we can get 3 acts in. If you don't like the first act, you're probably going to like the second act or the third act. You know, for me, I don't like watching an hour set sat in my house. If I'm at a club, completely different matter. But I'm trying to get a full 3-day festival. You know, crammed into 1 day pretty much because of how short they are. Morgan said the bass guitar on that sounded a little detuned. Like it's well hard for me to mark something like that. That's more, if, you know, it fits more in an industrial kind of category. I like it. I wouldn't I wouldn't give him a set at Clownfest if I didn't like, you know, in some way what he does, you know. Inky says this track is smooth, video is nice, but needs don't know. But movie ready. Right, yeah. So like soundscape for movies. There's nothing wrong with soundscape for movies. That is a wonderful profession to get yourselves into. I am going to give you a solid 8 on that one. For me, those kind of broody tracks are a little bit harder to mark because they're a little bit out of my comfort zone. So yeah, I can't. I wish there was somebody else here to paint a picture on that story. Unfortunately, that's all you're going to get. I think I marked it. Pretty sure I marked it. Okay, a little bit of punk coming up. And then we got, ENT, you can't have 2 tracks. Oh, Darren Wolf got in, and Marios got in. Okay, cool. Did you have to, yeah, no, it was a remix. Maybe. Right, this is going to be over pretty quick. This is Leaf's punk band. Oh, it's loud. Catch you later, Fanatic. track. Let's do it again. Right, if I said that the other band produced in a garage, these guys are producing in a fucking shed. Apparently this is Satan ordering kebab. Leaf, that was going to be my next statement that came out of my mouth. Love it, but it's literally been recorded on your phone in the back of a fucking shed, hasn't it? Leaf says, we're doing some proper recordings tomorrow, so new stuff will be much better. Good. That's exactly what, this literally was the next thing I was going to say. I'm like, you know, you got the punk thing going on, but I'd like to hear it a little bit more polished. That literally sounded like you just kind of hung a mic in the room and recorded it, which is, of course, what you did. But yeah, just get some mics, mic'd up, put the amps through a desk, and record that, yeah? Billy Dread says the world's a class, and Jenna says it needs some more cowbell. You crazy motherfucker, keep doing what you're doing. All right, Morgan Juniper. And then a name I do not recognize, which is awesome. 120 LFO noises. Hello. Morgan's a bit of a dark horse, really. Bass is beautiful, mate. Simple. Berkey says it's our alien. Good word. says I like this, man. Yeah, this is really good. This is really, really good. They says, dang, I've got to work on my jam structure at under 20 minutes scale. Yeah, it pushes you to use all your tricks real quick. Who is this again? This is Morgan Juniper. Don't forget, if you want to find the thread, if you want to go and tap up these people because you like their shit, the thread is in the Unsigned Review Live playlist group as a pinned announcement. Morgan. Honestly, mate, you're knocking on Paul Genus production level at that point. That was fucking lovely. Every noise in its place, in its right place. What would I do to improve it? Nothing. Nothing at all. You're rimming a 10 on this one. 9.99999. You literally are rimming a 10. That was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Darren Cole says, Addy, I like it. Eric's giving it a 9.999 again. Sour Alien says, yeah, this is bang on. Morgan says, LFO outro. Jen gives it a 909. Yeah, that was lush. That was lush. And honestly, you've been lurking at the URL for about a year before you fucking put anything in. Right. This is a new someone from somewhere I'm not too sure. This is...
Welcome to the show, Pete.
Oh.
Hiya.
You know what you've got to do? Can you name everything you can get cash back on with American Express?
That's not a part of the show, and it's never a question I would ask anybody, ever. I might ask some dumbass questions, but that ain't going to be one of them. ORCH-XOR, Orc Zor. Disco Resurrection Jammer. Okay, how long are we? Where are we in time? It's an 8-minute track. I'm just going to nudge the beginning bit on a bit. Ooh, fucking hell. I think this is somebody we picked up tonight, which is great. Oh, this is no! Alright. No, this is a live jam. Structure is gonna suffer. That's alright. All my shit's a live jam, mate. Honestly, check out my YouTube page. It's literally all just live jams. I shall friend you up on Facebook tomorrow, if that's okay with you, fella, as well. No, says I'm working to get back to actually listenable timescales. Yeah, I thought I was doing that myself as well, but my tracks are like I'm doing 6 tracks in an hour. Like it works, but that's on the dance floor, you know. It depends on whether you're going to be listening to the music or you're going to be dancing to the music. It's 2 very different, you know. Like when you're dancing, you want that rhythm to keep going. You know, you don't want to we're in that rhythm, eh? We want to stay there for a bit. Yeah, get into the zone, you know? Whereas I'm like, you know? Chaos padding every fucking 8 bars. Yeah, some fucking lovely noises going on, mate. And I think just as long as the noises are carrying the track, you know, you can go for, you know, just as long as it carries. Early on in a club, works perfectly. The 8 minutes might be like you've got a lot of evolving noises though, you know. Darren Wolf says ear candy for days. Darren Wolf says big up the weird shit noises. Just as long as it carries the track, just as long as there's something that moves it along. No, Inky, both of us want the jams. Both of us want the jams. But yeah, you should totally check out Hardware Jams. Hardware Jams is a lovely, thriving group of people who care about their music as well. There was a time when we were getting quite a few over from Hardware Jams, but I haven't posted in there recently. So maybe I'll put the next shout out there in there as well. I know a lot of people have downed their studios at the moment. There's a couple of people are moving. So, in fact, I'll give you a link for Hardware Jams because you know Hardware Jams and the Unsigned Review Live playlist are probably two of the most thriving groups on Facebook. They really, really are. But yeah, certainly if you do Hardware Jams and you want to take a look at Hardware Jams, don't forget we still want your shit over at the URL. Again, there's a link for Hardware Jams. Nothing but good things to say about Hardware Jams. Yes, Jen. Nice groove, would like a bit more happening, but by his own admission, he needs to shorten things down a little bit. And again, himself, he says, yeah, I hear the middle bit here, and I could cut a bunch. There's a code at 6 or so that can come earlier. Yeah, absolutely. You had some really nice noises there. If you got more intense towards the end, to introduce that 303 line a little bit sooner. Just literally just want to see what you do with it. Kind of feels like we're going into another track at this point. We had to change a BPM on that as well. Really like what you got going on. Really like what you're going on. Again, early on in the club, it works. It is a touch long. Kind of feels like we're into a different track now. You could have totally put this earlier. Loads earlier. Dude, I'm really looking forward to your next track. When was this made? A year ago. Ooh, Lord. A year ago. Right. Yeah, you got some really nice elements, but you're leaving them really late. And you had some really nice evolving noises down there. You could have really expanded on those and gnarled them up a bit, you know, put a stutter over them as well. Yeah, just shorten it down a little bit, bring some of these elements in a little sooner. I definitely think you could have had the breakdown about here. But yeah, you're right. Just literally for you, it's, what it seems to me is you just need a little restructure on your sequencing. And again, it all comes with, like, were you a clubber? Do you club much? It becomes a feeling for me when I'm rushing around and I can hear the music going, and it's like, right, now I need to pull the kick drum down, and if I can't get to it quick enough to pull it down, then it feels wrong, and then we have to wait another 8, maybe another 16 so that I can bring it back up again to then pull it down, and it extends, you know, and you know, live is a real pain in the ass if you don't get to where it is. However, saying that, I'm going to give you a solid 8. The noises were good. I would have pumped it up a little bit in BPM wise, but that's just me. I would have definitely had those acid noises coming in a little bit sooner and the break a little bit sooner. Yeah, a good track. I look forward to your next one. I will friend you up tomorrow. Darren Wolf, again. Another one from this evening, I believe. Okay, shuffle. I uploaded 30 minutes ago. Boom! Pretty much an exclusive, right? Feels icy? Oh, we're already following me. You put something in before. I'm gonna paint a bit, so I'm gonna turn it down. Right, I was listening to this bit and I'm like, oh, it's going to be a house shuffle track and I'm not going to like it. Then the vocal came in and I went, ooh. And then the kick came in and I went, ooh. And then I'm looking at this going, there's a bigger kick coming too. Ooh. Anyway. No says, thanks for listening. Not a problem, my man. It is what we do. We want to talk about your tracks. There's usually somebody else here with me as well. But if the show's going to be quite long, then I tend not to pull somebody in for that. Mr. Wolf, where did these vocals come from? Who is this?
To look at me. I mean, good to you, never touch it.
Fuck it out.
Go home and start loving yourself. Go home and start loving yourself.
Inky says, okay, vocals kicked in now and hooked. Oh, Mark, stop, can't type as fast as you can speak, 100% agree. This is lovely.
Don't look at me, don't look at me.
Fucking 8 pianos. Let's see if you can tempt me round. Nah. Darren Wolf says secret weapon. I'm praying that it's not somebody's that you just rip somewhere, but somebody who's either come into your studio or you've collab. That gets me more excited, you know. This has got all kinds of, like I can't remember the names of the bands. Oh, Moloko. Foxtrot reminds me of Foxtrot loads.
Don't look at me, don't look at me.
I don't like pianos.
Why did you tap like on the photo of this fat girl? I need you by my side. But you better text her. Don't talk to me, I'm a resentful. Don't flip my tape. You aren't even worth it. You aren't even worth it. Don't talk to me, I'm a resentful.
Sarah Ian says the piano works as it doesn't hang about too long. Love this, man. It's a bit, it's really close to just a loop piano for me, and I fucking hate that. But it's literally, it's just this side of being okay. Jen says I'd add another octave, the same below it. And Darren Wolf says good idea. That's why we're here. Chat where most of the important shit is. Darren Cole, you still in the building? How are you feeling about this one? Roger saying it's great. Really, really, the production on this is just fucking next level. 7 minutes long. Might be a touch long. Yes, Jen, edging towards track of the night comfortably. Nice vocal switch up here. Needed it, totally. And is going to save you from being too long. Clever production. Darren says, I'm here, I've been doing stuff while listening. Like this is funky, would have given the piano a touch of phase or something for movement. I might have left one, it was a little bit too... Point 2 is in the building, how's it going my man? He says this is dope, you would know. He says morning, it's evening here, I'm literally... I don't want to turn off this like fucking funky. And made to be DJ'd as well. Made to be DJ'd. You've got a lovely intro down here that gives you that shuffle. Bass comes in nicely. Start mixing out about here. And then you hope the bass is coming in from the next one. Very, very cleverly done. If you're making your tracks to be DJ, then you want to take a look at this as a reference file because it is absolutely fucking spot on. Dude, literally 9.9999999. I think it literally can we call it another track of the night? That was absolutely beautiful, my man. Absolutely beautiful. Why have I not seen your name around that often? And how come I have followed you and you haven't put anything in? Good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Really, really fucking good stuff. Wow. Whoever is going next is gonna have some fucking there's 2 more tracks. Ah! Again, try and get your tracks in before 6 o'clock on a Tuesday, please. That would be
Rediscover past times this summer.
I am Maniac. Somebody else you can catch at Clownfest 6. I think he's played nearly every one. Oh no, he's missed one. Uploaded 33 minutes ago. This is actually exclusive to URL, people. iPad, I may add. Darren Cost says, Mike, you're lucky I'm banned or I would have added a track. Darren's cheating. He put another track in. 1 per entry per show to our rules. So Darren, technically we have room for it if you want to slide that my way. I'm waiting for somebody who's got some sense and a little bit of cash who wants to say, hey, this clown fella might be onto something here. If we throw him in a studio, we could probably get 8 hours a day out of the motherfucker. And they're right, they could. Darren says, so I wasn't trying to slip 2 in. So There's always next week, people. There's always next week. We've got a lot going on in the higher frequencies. All the Darrens in the house. I probably could in key. I don't know if like I could get on DAB, but I need a studio. I need, like, you know, like you all see this. I see wardrobes, bed, you know, and like this is where my bed is. Here. You know, if there's a guest in, then their legs are up against the bed. It's not spacious in here whatsoever at all. I would like a comfy sofa. I would like a table. You know, I would like a big screen so I can see this. All these things take time. Will happen. Interesting little track there, Marios. The Secret of Grims. But you've got a lot in that high frequency, and for me it's putting me off the track. Sour Alien raises a very good point, and knows what he's talking about. He's got some cracking stuff. Great noises, but maybe too many rhythms going on. Yeah, absolutely. Although I like the track, there was two in that high end that were just like fighting each other for space in that high end, and it was just like you know, for me. But the rest of the track underneath it, interesting, quirky. Oh god, yeah, I'm gonna give you a 707 on that one, Marius, and I feel like I'm being really chuffing mean, so I apologise in advance. But again, looking forward very much to a Clownfest 6 set. Can't fucking wait for that. I don't know if this is going to be included in that, or these are experimental tracks up until that. But yeah, looking forward to it. Okay, so last track of the evening, ladies and germs, because it's one track per entry per show. So if you get one in early enough for show one, you can get 2 tracks in. Them's the rules. I make them up because it's my fucking show, no bitching. That is another rule. Call somebody a cunt at any time. That is another rule. What are the other rules? Track has to be made by you. Track has to be unsigned, ideally. That's copyright reasons. I don't like. There are other shows that play tracks, and the stuff just gets muted. And it's like, that is not the cocking point. So Jen said that she was going to re-record this again, but she hasn't had time. And I said to her at the time, I'm like, I don't think you need to re-record that at all, honey. But you can do. One thing I will say is sort the level, because you've come down twice just before you go on. Not easy, I know. I don't know what you're using to stream either. Yeah, this was released 3 days ago, 4 days ago, something like that? No, it must have been last week. Yeah, so it was before the football. Yeah, but it didn't sound like it was hot coming through here. It sounded okay. Can I just stop? Sorry, Jed, I hate to interrupt, but Iggy just said, why no notifications, Jed? No notifications because Facebook hides the streams these days. The only way it pops up on somebody else's timeline is if they share it. So literally, tag some people in your latest fucking live stream, because that is the only way that it is going to get out on anybody else's fucking page. And if you see one of your friends live streaming, pop it in the playlist group. Share it so that some other people can see it. That's what the playlist group is there for. It's for these live streams. And if you Facebook doesn't want them at the moment, then I'll do my very best to house them at the URL. She said, I'm not too happy with my style. I don't think I'm hard enough. You definitely have toughened up a little bit there. Lovely sound you're getting out of a TD3, I believe it is, and an amp. Are you using the Tempest as drums on this one, or not? I see something flashing there, but it doesn't look like too much is going on right now. I thought that information is important, Yes, that Butter Zone 147. It's great to hear that. It really is, Jen. It really, really is. David Johnson, that sequence went really well together. Melodic yet deep and dark. David Johnson, I think that's a fair assumption for a score. It's live, it's acid, playful, banging. 9.5, 9.5. Looks fairly deluge driven, this one. Not too sure many of the others until. Oh my god. Well, looks like we got two. Sit back. Will says, so inspiring, I want to do more live jams as well. The more you do them, the more you get comfortable with them, when you get everything in a sweet spot, the more your muscle memory remembers what it is that you're going to do, your sets get faster and quicker and better. And again, somebody said earlier, oh, it's a live jam, so you got to expect it to be muddy. Where the mud? Go out the mud. Go out the mud. Yes, Morgan, that is the weird calculator later thing with cut off point 80. The one that Jen's hand on, that Jen's hand is on right now. George, a mam. 303, this one's got some flashy lights on it, so it might be doing something. And that's a Tempest there. Neutron, might be a push. The arc thing from Corporal Behringer, I'm unsure. Some big keyboardy thing. RD9 6, sorry, a TV3 and a system 1. I know she's got more kit than that. Yes, Darren. Live jams, you don't think about arrangements, you feel them, absolutely. You know, I'm in a part and I'm like, right, I've got to get to that kick drum to pull it down now. otherwise I'm going to lose the fucking crowd. It comes from dancing. Go on, Jen. Oh, you could have gone wild and crazy there. No, Jen, it did work. It did work. You just need to fake it a little bit more. Like half the stuff that I do is like, oh shit, wasn't supposed to do that. Right, well let's make it sound like it was supposed to happen for a good 8 bars. It did work. It sounded like you could have done with another synth under it. When you choked it, you still wanted the bass to carry on, and I think that was where you were like, shit, no bass underneath it. Quick, whack it back. Maybe that's how I used to do things. Inky says, feels like I've been to a proper club. Yeah, this is lovely. No, Jen, that bit totally worked. Believe in yourself a little bit more. Yeah, believe in yourself a little bit more and ride it. Just ride it out. But if you can, I don't know what this box is here, but it sounded like it could have done with something under it, playing the same pattern, just so that you didn't lose the bass. A shitty Volca bass for that kind of job, just to underlie it, you know. Haven't you got a bass synth, Jen? I'm sure you bought a bass synth, didn't you? Like it might be 2 tracks. What a great way to end the night. What a great way to end the night. Jen, that was lovely. I'm glad you put that in. Because I really like to see the journey that you're on at the moment, and that was great. You know, he said I'm not too sure that kind of worked. I think that came in and it threw you a little bit. I've done this before in the past as well. It throws you, and you don't. It kind of knocks your flow out of chi when you should just ride with it. Literally, like none of us know what this is supposed to sound like. Yeah, that's the beauty of doing this live. None of us that are listening know what this is supposed to sound like. The only person who knows what it's supposed to sound like is you. And no gig will ever sound like you fucking want it to. I'm telling you, right? When I'm in the studio, when I'm in here, I can hear things coming in, and I know where I'm going to take things, and I can hit this when I want it, and I'm just gliding around things, and everything is fucking beautiful. You take it on stage, and it becomes like trying to juggle wet spaghetti. Honestly, it's fucking horrific. If you can come away from a gig going, yeah, that's about 50% of what I sound like in the studio, then you know you're fucking winning. But Jen, I believe I gave you a score earlier. I'm going to give you a 9.5. That was lovely. I really want to see you on stage as well, so I'm going to try and make that happen as soon as fucking possible. Jen, beautiful jam. Thank you very much for ending the show. Lovely bouncy, got a bit of aggressive as well. But yeah, I just feel like that synth underneath it needed the line to carry on whilst you squelched it around. It's kind of what I do with my Zox and the Mam. The Zox runs the bass, and then the Mam runs the high pitch. Woo, woo. So you know, when you pull it right down, you can barely hear it. So it just sits in with the bass. And then when you take it up for screaming, you've still got the wobble underneath it. So there. Mark, the working class hero. I am the underclass hero. I don't fucking. Anyway, Jen, thank you so much. We haven't had a track from you for ages. You know, there was a couple of weeks ago you were like, "Oh, I'm going to try and put in a track a week," and that's a hell of a fucking task. It really is. I've not written anything for ages, and I've got a gig in 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm going to leave you this evening with. What am I leaving you this evening with? I've loaded it up. Oh, Bad Omen. Me and Warren remixing Tribal Step. So, once again, I want to thank the viewers. And I want to thank the producers, each and every one of those producers that has put in a track. Because without the viewers viewing the tracks and without the producers putting in the tracks, we have no show. But then we also rely on the co-hosts, and it has been a pleasure to co-host by myself this evening. I'm hoping to have somebody in next week. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the lovely Lindsay Mumford, because once again, without the producers, without the people that watch, without the people that host, we have no show. So thank you all so much. Darren Cole says, great show. Thank you, guys. Yeah, you know, every one of you, the nearly 40 people that we've still got watching at the end of the show. Thank you so much. I will put another shout out up on Monday, Monday the 19th. It will go up at 12 o'clock, 12 noon Bristol, England time, and we'll go up to all of my pages. There will be one original post, and your tracks must be in that one original post. So if you see it anywhere, make sure you click the pic to be able to post the track. Right. I can't say enough good things about Clown Army. Wonderful people. Absolutely. Oh, Jason Marsh says, what did I miss? 3 hours, 16 minutes and 19 seconds of music. Music you may never have heard before. Some people joined the show this evening and put a track in this evening, which is wonderful. That is what it's all about. If you know somebody who is a producer or a jammer or of any kind of music, we will objectively talk about any kind of music. Get them to put a track into the show because, again, we went through that nice and quickly. Right, I'm off. I'm going to leave you with Bad Omen from me and the War Minstrel remixing Tribal Step, and I will see you hopefully here next week for more of this nonsense. Enjoy, people.
The sky, the Roman Empire rises, then you and I must die. The eternal sea, he rises, creating armies on either shore, turning man against his brother, till man exists no more. He will not be saved by the Ram, will be torn by the beast, receiving his power directly from Satan. sea he rises, caging armies on either shore, turning man against his brother, till man exists no more. He who not received by the Lord will be torn by the beast, receiving his power directly from Satan. Till man exists no more.